Hare Krishna, dear devotees. We welcome all of you to this Bhakti Sanga Japa newsletter interview. So today we are very fortunate to have with us His Grace BalaBhadra Kripa Prabhuji for the Bhakti Sanga Japa interview. So His Grace BalaBhadra Prabhuji ki jai. So first moving on to the interview. Before moving on to the interview, so I would like to give an introduction about His Grace BalaBhadra Kripa Prabhu. His Grace BalaBhadra Kripa Prabhu is a disciple of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. He was introduced to Krishna consciousness when he was searching for answers about life, when he was undergoing a rough phase. He was inspired by the videos of His Grace Amoglila Prabhu and later found Bhakti Sanga through a web search. Currently, Prabhuji is involved in hosting the morning classes, introducing speakers and various more services. He has a great sense of humor and never fails to keep the atmosphere light and happy around him. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, welcome to you. Welcome you to this Bhakti Sangha newsletter interview. I am really very fortunate to interview you on this special day, and I think interviewing you is a special day for me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mata. First of all, my jai does not count at all. So let's say Srila Prabhupada ki jai, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Guru Maharaj is very merciful, that he accepted somebody like me with full of faults, person full of faults, Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Mad, Matsarya. In my case, you can add another few. It is perfectly fine. Judging other people, have no sense at all, speaking whatever at the wrong time too. But still, Guru Maharaj is so merciful that he accepted me as his son, as his disciple, and gave me this chance of melting my heart, and I can probably cry for Krishna sometime. That's what our Guru Maharaj is. So all glories to Guru Maharaj, all glories to Prabhupada. Yeah, so that's what we should do. No jai of devotees, but yes, some higher devotees, yes. But for me, we are in the group together. I felt so bad in the sense you asked me a couple of months ago for this interview. I'm like, I have no qualification. Why Mataji is asking me for the interview? So I kind of, try to avoid this. But then when you ask second time, I was thinking, then it seems like I'm rude or having this ego issue or something. So I said, okay, but to everybody who will see this, I'm saying like this has 1,000 views. In my time, like nobody watch it. Maybe I'll watch it for my own mistake. But yeah, I have no qualifications to be here in this interview. This is from Mataji came and I am here. I was thinking an example. What example should I do? Example came into my mind. Let's say there's a rich family, which is Bhakti Sangha, and then there is a menial servant. Nothing wrong about servants. They are doing their own duty. But then there is a menial servant who does not count much in the family. And let's say there is a big program in the house and there is a photo shoot going on, but we call our, dear servants too. Hey, come, Ramu, stay in the picture. So I'm feeling like that, like you are asking me, but I have no qualification. I'm like a servant who does not even do his duties properly. I'm like, I'm like a dog, Mataji. No qualifications at all. I don't know why I am here, because this forum is meant to be for the highly elevated devotees you are calling on, and they are the inspiration. I don't know what people will listen from me. Nothing I have to give. So
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So humbleness, Prabhuji. So this is what we need, every devotee need, and I pray to the Lord that I should get some humbleness like this from you. So yes, we are all servants for each other, Prabhuji, and we are all servants for Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj and to the Lord. Finally, to Radha and Krishna only. So thank you so much for accepting this invitation with so humbleness and coming on the call. And yeah, so let's move on, Prabhuji. So Prabhuji, how was in your introduction, it was given that you faced some rough phase. That's where you were searching for answers for in that rough phase. And that's why you had come to this Krishna consciousness. So can you give a elaboration on that?
Okay, Mataji, I think we all suffer these things in our life. Sometimes we just don't accept it. We think, "Arey, this is normal, I am having a nice family, a nice house. This is what we need in life." But we don't really realize that this is not what we need in life. The human form is not given for that. And actually, funny thing is, Mataji, since my marriage, it is like about 16 years now. I was every night I was talking to my wife. I was saying her, I don't understand this life. I was continue saying her, like why we are here. Um, One day we will die, and what will happen to us? You will go to another body maybe, or I will go to something else. But we love each other so much. Like what will happen to us? Like we are working so hard from day to night, and then we come home. Uh, you watch a movie or something. You have uh, something to eat or whatever, or drink, and then one day you will die. And I was continue asking from her, like, this does not sound good to me. Uh, so we all should have these questions. And yeah, this was the stressful period, I think, that I had in around 20. It was Kabir was really small, so it was 2011, I think, 2010, 2011. Around that time, we used to go to this ISKCON temple in Bergamo in Italy. We used to live in Italy before. And Mataji, if you have something to do, you can go. I think somebody was, yeah, it's okay, 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 okay. Because with me, it's cool. It's ghar ki baat hai apna, right? So, then, we were going to this Bergamo ISKCON temple. And when you go to a temple, you just go to like a Radha Krishna temple. We were never even, sometimes we weren't even going to Prabhupada. We don't know who Prabhupada is. We thought it's like some saint, Pratima, deity there, and that's it. But we didn't know anything about ISKCON. But the family was really pious since ever, Mataji. Since ever in our house, there is like deities, and you pray to the deities. Not deep in sense, in the family, I was never being taught that you should strictly not eat meat or not drink. Yes, you should do puja, don't eat meat on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And that was my question to my family sometime. What happens on Tuesday and Thursday to the god, right? Like why other day yes, and these days no? uh, and we were going to this ISKCON Bergamo, and family was participating always in Sunday feast, when it was asked to sponsor even or something. So mother was my mother is very nice, she was always contributing. uh, but there was not like a bhakti thing, honestly speaking, Mataji. And and in this 2010 or 11, I remember I was really under some stress. Must have been some family stress for sure. And I went to this temple early in the morning, uh, and it was like 70 kilometers away from my house. So you can imagine how much stress I was, right? You don't travel 70 kilometers to a temple. And when I went there, there was this Prabhuji. I don't know the name of the Prabhuji. He gave me this brown bead bag, and he said chant. And by the time, you're in temple, you're already relaxed. I don't know, Mataji, how to chant, honestly speaking. He must have thought I'm a devotee, that I'm there at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. But I was just under my own things. And I took the bag, and I sat there for another half an hour. Then I came home, and then the life went on, right? And again in 2019 October, I was really under stress again for some reason. And I was looking on YouTube, like, but by that time YouTube was very famous. But earlier YouTube was not that famous. It's not like you're watching YouTube in 2010. It was not very famous. So I was searching, why are we here? What is the purpose? Why do we get troubles in life and stuff? And luckily I got connected to Amoglila Prabhu, our very dear Amoglila Prabhu. His Grace Amoglila Prabhu changed my life completely. In literally 2 days, I watched his video one after another. I'm like, ye banda sahi bol raha hai. He's like perfect. Whatever I was thinking, he's literally saying it to us. And Mataji, you know what? When we really are hungry for Krishna, Krishna comes. I have realized that. Because Amoglila Prabhu was still famous at that time. You know, it was not easy to get connected to him in 2019. But Mataji, Krishna's grace, in 2 days, I was able to connect to him on his personal number on WhatsApp. We were chatting on WhatsApp. And after a week or so, Prabhu told me to chant. And after a week or so, actually, I was Googling chanting groups on Google. And I found Bhakti Sanga out of like, this is unbelievable mercy of God. You know, when you're looking to get connected to him, he shows you the way. He just puts you in the right place, Mataji. And after talking to Amoglila Prabhu, I told to my wife, I said, we were living in about 100 kilometers from Calgary. Right now we are in Calgary, but we were in Red Deer. So I was I said to my wife, I said, you know what, this Sunday, we should go to Calgary, ISKCON, and take a bead bag because I need to chant. And she told me, but you have a bead bag. I said, what are you talking about? How can we have a bead bag? That's something related to ISKCON. You know, there's a bag, you put your hand in. She said, you have a bead bag. Mataji, that was the same bead bag I got back in 2011, back in Bergamo. So Mataji, how Krishna was merciful. Krishna was saving me from that last 8-9 years, Mataji. This seems like a film story, Mataji, but this happened to me personally. I was literally in tears that how Krishna has protected me for years, and I had no, regard for him. I did never chanted his name. And from that day, Mataji, I started chanting. First, I was thinking ISKCON people are bogus. It is no way you can chant 16 rounds in a day. And I was doing 2, 3 rounds, 4 rounds, 5 rounds. But Krishna's mercy, in March, I think, 2020, I started 16 rounds out of like from one day to another. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. If Prabhupada was not in my life, Mataji, I was probably sitting there with some drink and wasting my life away.
Hare Krishna. So very nice life journey, Prabhuji. So very beautifully you narrated like how you came into, and it's really I think it's a goosebumps moment I got when you said that in 2011 you had that you got that feedback, but still from there we didn't know. It's like that, as you said, it's like that. Krishna is always there to protect us. We are not turning our face towards Krishna. We are aware from Krishna. So that's why we are feeling that darkness in our life when we are away from Krishna. So once when we search for him, then he comes, like how he came for Gajendra and how he came for Draupadi. So all these things are there. So it's everything is real actually. So very nice to hear that journey, Prabhuji. So it's really very nice. Haribol. So yeah, so you told you came in contact with Bhakti Sanga. So what is your inspiration on Bhakti Sanga, Prabhuji?
Inspiration I get from Bhakti Sanga?
Yeah.
It's all from Bhakti Sanga, Mataji. I think Matajis in Bhakti Sanga are very, very elevated position Matajis actually. You know, some of them are like, I'm pretty sure some of them are sacrificing their own, family, personal time. And we can, name a few. We can name Vinita Mataji. We can name Preeti Vilasini Mataji. We can name Indu Lekha Mataji behind the scenes, but she's doing so much. It's not easy to stay behind the scenes and do seva, because we all might have that a little recognition. Oh, yaar, main kar raha hu, to why not come in the front? No, she's behind the scenes every morning, putting verses after verses. Vinita Mataji wake up so early. She puts this, she puts that, she does this, she does that, never tiring. Preeti Vilasini Mataji, you are there, Mataji. You should be interviewed by me. you are there always, editing papers and what not you devotees are doing. So this is inspiration. This is inspiration. Srila Prabhupada books are always there, and they are the best thing. Chanting is always there, and they are the best. Then chanting is the best thing. There is nothing above chanting, nothing above chanting. But the association, Sadhu Sangha, is what inspires you the most, when you see the real devotees in front of you, and you see how they're working hard for Krishna. It's unbelievable. And then you think, are, if all those are doing, why I can't do? So you try to put a few hours, but you see, when you give time to Krishna, Krishna reciprocates very easily. We all know that, Mataji, right? Krishna reciprocates. Ye yatha mam prapadante is always there. Always there.
Very, very nice, Prabhuji. All glories to all Matajis and Prabhujis on Bhakti Sanga, and all glories to Prabhupada and all Guru Maharajas, Prabhuji. So it's only because of them we are getting connected as a family. As I told earlier, like each and every state and each and every country, it's ISKCON temple is there, and wherever we go, we can have some assurance that we can meet the devotees over there. So that's how this family is getting connected.
True,
So
Mataji.
yeah, thank you so much, Prabhuji. So yeah, so what about your sadhana, Prabhuji? Like you're going for the work, right? From
Yes,
morning till evening, you're going for the work. So in that sense, then in that case, how will you be able to manage your sadhana? How about your reading books? Can you explain about that, Prabhuji?
Mataji, I am so my life went through different phases, Mataji, since I am in Krishna consciousness. As I said, I was in Red Deer earlier. I used to own actually a very big business back in Red Deer, but it was a non Krishna conscious business, pretty much. So, Mataji, what I did is uh, I get some inspiration from all of you, and I sold my business, Mataji, because I wanted to get connected to Krishna. I didn't want to say it online because then somebody might think it's ego coming out, but it's not ego. It's I can shed some tears, but that will not be good here. So I sold my business, Mataji. First of all, my family was against me, my parents, but I had to sold my business. But while I was doing my business, Mataji, the life was not easy. In the sense, you have to dedicate time to your business. But I was, Mataji, waking up at 4 a.m. my time, and from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. exactly, I was not moving from my puja room. So how many? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6 hours. So every day I was doing 6 hours of some kind of sadhana in my own puja room, Mataji. There was no ISKCON temple near to us. So we just moved to Calgary about a few months ago. Now I'm very fortunate that Shri Radha Madhavji is in Calgary, ISKCON. So they called me right near to them. And now many times, Mataji, I go and attend Mangal Aarti in temple. And after Mangal Aarti in temple, I do my chanting in temple. And it's very blissful to do chanting in temple. And then I attend Bhakti Sanga. And then I do my own reading, Mataji, of some books. I'm very much jumping from one book to another, as I said earlier with Ramayan. I start Ramayan, and then, but in last month of Kartik, I took a vow. I started the systematic study of Chaitanya Charitamrita because it's very sweet. And of course, then Srimad Bhagavatam classes are going on. And then I just recently started, Mataji, a course of Bhakti Shastri, because you want to connect more and more to Krishna. So right now I'm, Mataji, a builder. I build houses now. So my schedule is not super busy, I would say. But yes, I do take some time out of for my sadhana, because that's very important, because that's the only relaxing moment in our life, honestly speaking. When it's like 9, 10 o'clock and the phone started ringing, and you get into your troubles, and then it's a different story. But yeah, early morning is good for sadhana, Mataji. That's what I can say for my personal experience. My experience does not count much, Mataji, but early morning is when we should do some of sadhana.
Wow, very nice, Prabhuji. So it's it's again a goosebump moment for me when you are saying, like, you have sold, means it's not easy, like what you said. So So all glories to your sadhana only, Prabhuji. So you were saying that you do your sadhana from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. So is it that after leaving your business you're saying, or is it during that time only?
During that time, Mataji. So I used to wake up at 4 up to 10. I used to join ISKCON Vancouver, Mataji. So ISKCON
ISKCON
Vancouver, it's in
Vancouver. Okay.
Mataji. I used to join ISKCON Vancouver. So my first Bhagavatam class was in Bhakti Sanga. My time that was from 5:20 to around 6:30 a.m. And then I used to do my chanting. Before Bhakti Sangha, I used to join also online Vancouver. And then after chanting, Vancouver Bhagavatam class was there from 8 to 9, Mataji. Their time. So 9 to 10 hour time. So as soon as the 10 o'clock class would finish, then I will run to my business. And then I will stay at my business from 10 in the morning to 9 in the night. Yes. And then come home, have some sleep for a few hours, and then wake up again. So this went on for years, Mataji. For about this went on for about 2.5, 3 years. Yes. And then when we moved to Calgary, Mataji, then the things changed a little bit because I had sold my business. So then I could. I was thinking I could dedicate much time to Krishna after that. But Mataji, when you sell your business and you don't have like a adequate continuous flow of money coming in, I realized even sadhana is not that easy, Mataji. Even sadhana is not that easy. So that tells you that your financial part should be there. You should be thinking financially what you are going to do to raise your family and kids before jumping into something that I did. But I would say Shri Radha Madhavji is very merciful to me. I'm still doing good. So like financially it's okay. So it's all glories to Shri Radha Madhav and Srila Prabhupada. I think they are taking care of me. I think they are giving me what I don't deserve, Mataji. So you can imagine how happy I am. When you are given something that you're not deserved, then you get happy, This seems like a materialistic point of view. But in the end of the day, Mataji, when you have a family, you think of your family too, right? But Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada, our Shri Radha Madhavji, they're very merciful, Mataji. I can say that. I can say they are taking care of me. I have no qualifications. I have no sadhana that they should take care of me, but they are taking care of me. You can imagine how merciful they are to me. They see, Guru Maharaj sees Krishna, Radha Krishna, they know what you have done. They know what you're doing. They know what your intentions are. It's very clear, Mataji. They are sitting right in your heart. When we read scriptures and when we continue, read Krishna is in your heart, Krishna is in your heart. He is right there, Mataji. He knows your intentions. So our intentions should be very clear. Our intentions, my mom and dad, they were not happy. They said, no, you don't sell your business. You're an idiot. I said, I am not feeling like doing business. I said, I can't listen and speak on Bhagavatam in the morning and then do something that is non-Krishna consciousness during the day. I was not connected, Mataji. But even that time, Mataji, I was not willing to do my business, but Krishna was giving me more and more. Even that time. So I was thinking that seems like dupliciousness. You're doing morning something and doing evening something. So duplicity should not be there because you should try to get out of it. Who cares? Who cares? Even if we don't live in the most beautiful house, who cares? One day everything will remain here, Mataji. Everything will remain here. We will go away. And when we'll go away, Krishna is waiting for us. And then he'll ask, Are, Raj, why didn't you do that? That was not, Krishna conscious thing. So then what would have I answered, Mataji? Now at least I can say to Prabhupada, proudly, Prabhupada, I listen to you. That's what it is, Mataji.
So inspiring, Prabhuji. So inspiring.
No,
Very,
I did not want to speak all this, but when you asked about
very nice. You are really a very self-realized person. I can understand that how much it's not as you said, your parents means like you were against your family doing all these things, but it's not easy, Prabhuji. How is your path into this Krishna conscious, Prabhuji? So selling your business, all those things, it was difficult. That is in one part. So then when you were saying that, okay, I'm now into ISKCON, I'm doing all these sadhana. What is it? What was the reaction of your family? In spite of, see, even if the family background is in pious, they are doing some rituals, they are doing some pious activities, but still they will not agree that, okay, you can go into this path, you can do your sadhana. They will not many of them will understand, right? So how was your situation at that time, Prabhuji?
Not bad actually, Mataji. My family was very happy that I was in Krishna consciousness. But on the other side, they knew how you will raise your family. This is your business from years. So why you want to sell this business, right? So that was their issue. I think it was a valid issue, but I think when you do chanting for a few years, and when you listen to Srila Prabhupada, and when you listen the real motive of life, then money becomes secondary. Then, you think, Arey, I have to just feed my kids. I can feed them still. I don't need to be going in luxury cars, because luxury cars will remain here only, Baba. When you will go away, nothing will, even Mataji, 25 cents won't go with us. Even 20. So, when you do chanting and when you realize why you're here, and you don't want to waste this lifetime, this is very precious lifetime, Mataji, very precious. And I already wasted almost 40 years of my life. So I said, we have to do something stronger, in order to, yes, just detach ourselves. So I did, Mataji. But Krishna's taking care. Everything is good. Everything is good, Mataji.
Wonderful, Prabhuji, wonderful. So what are your services, Prabhuji? Means like in the temple or in Bhakti Sanga, okay, we know. But still nearby temple services, anything you do, Prabhuji?
Mataji, not specific service has been offered to me yet, but our temple management is very merciful. They realize when you try to serve Prabhupada, the other devotees who are very merciful, they're serving Prabhupada, they realize that your intention is to just serve Prabhupada. So Mataji, I go there early morning, and there is pretty much nobody in the temple, honestly speaking, because most of the time temple is only Saturday and Sunday when the devotees are there. Other days there is nobody. There is only priest, our Dwarkadish Prabhuji is there. Sometime her Mataji, his Mataji is there, and I am there, and one Kalindi Mataji is there. She's an older Mataji, but very 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 much in bhakti. I'll actually get inspiration from her. So there is not many people, but yeah, I recently started giving some classes and stuff. That is secondary part. What I love is chant Mataji. So I just go there and chant, and then after aartis and stuff, uh, whenever there is something you do in the kitchen, in the back room, you can wash the things and aarti plates and whatnot. So yeah, small services, Mataji.
Okay, thank you for making us to know about your services in the temples.
I don't think this is a good question because nobody would answer this. Because that sounds that you're doing something. The mood should be, I'm doing nothing and just,
No, it's okay, Prabhuji. Sorry. So, of course, we are all here to serve Srila Prabhupada, right? So, this question is not for making us to say that, okay, I'm doing this service, that service. No, it's just for inspiring others. Like we have to do all these services to
Yes.
Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj, and finally to the Lord. What is you were saying? Your inspiration is one Mataji in the temple. So likewise, like who are all your inspiration? Can you and how you got inspired, Prabhuji? Means like in what?
Mataji, very, very good question, actually. Very good question. This is a good question in sense. All the questions are good, but this can inspire maybe many people. When it's like 4 years I am doing my sadhana, and when we chant Yani Kani Chapa Pani Brahma Hatyadi Kani Cha Tani Tani Pranashanti, Pradakshina Pade Pade. We go around the Tulasi Mata. What that mantra means is, that even the biggest sins of your are get removed during that that pradakshina that you do. So I was always thinking, I'm like, "Arey wah, today all the sins are done. Today all the sins are done." It's good. There Tulsi Maharani. I was like, talking to Tulsi Maharani, and when I saw Mataji, one day, and I was thinking, "Arey Baba, Mataji is doing this from last 30 years." So this is what you get from seniors, and then you realize how small you are, and then you realize how small you are. You don't have to stop, you have to continue doing it, billions of lifetimes of sins. And it's at a point, it's after initiation you understand that. At a point you understand that you're not doing for yourself, you're doing for your Guru Maharaj. So these are the things that come, seeing the senior devotees, seeing other devotees working. Same in Bhakti Sanga Mataji, as I said earlier. When you see other Mataji serving so hard, giving their own personal lifetime, because I know I have two kids. It's very difficult, especially with the kids, to dedicate your time somewhere else. So but you're doing so. All glories to you, Mataji. All glories to all the devotees who are serving Srila Prabhupada and this mission.
Yes, Prabhuji, as you said, with kids, it's really very difficult. And what are your kids doing, Prabhuji?
My kids are, Mataji, Kabir is 14 and he is in grade 9, and he plays basketball, and they go to temple too. So we have like a small Vedic academy, Calgary Vedic Academy. So they go to the temple to attend classes. And my younger one is Satvik. He's 10 years old and he's in grade 5, and he also joins the Calgary Vedic Academy, but he is in badminton. So he goes for the badminton classes. So they go, it's a busy schedule for my wife, because she's the one who usually is back and forth with the school and with the kids classes. And they used to join Bhakti Sangha classes earlier, but now they only join CVA. And then they have a teacher coming at home. There is a teacher who comes at home and do the private tuition for them for math and science. Yeah, so pretty busy schedule.
Okay. Very inspired, Prabhuji. So, giving your kids also this Krishna consciousness at this right age. But because it's not easy for the youth children, especially after 8th and 9th grade, it's not easy to give them this, means they will not take it, right? So, they will always keep arguing. Because if it is from childhood, okay, they can pick it up. But when it is youth, it's really very difficult. So, what your son said initially when he wants to go to this Vedic academy? It's like when he told him.
Kabir was never opposing Mataji, because it's been 4 years now that we are asking them to do something, do Narasimha Aarti at home always, do some Bhagavad Gita verses with me. So we all three, me and my two boys, we sit on the table sometime and we do all this, bhakti related things, small things, Mataji, because you can't force them too much. Because in the end of the day, Mataji, you know what? Our duty is to connect them to Krishna. That's certainly our duty. Every parent should do that. If you want to do that, like, I'm not trying to force any parent, but that's my humble suggestion, that if you want to make your child Krishna conscious, you have to push a little bit. I'm not saying take away the things from him and then push him towards, no, that will not work. But still your duty is to push. Because why? Because they are kids, they don't know. And Mataji, after 16, 17, you are done your duty. You can't do after that. After that, they won't listen to you. But by then, if you do have done enough work, be sure that your kid will be fine. My kids, Mataji, it's 4 years now that we told him no egg, no nothing that is against Krishna consciousness. So in their school, Mataji, when they're in Canada, in Northern America, there is streets every day. There is hot lunches in the school. They say very clearly to a teacher, their teachers know they won't eat cookies if there is egg in that. So all the classes eating maybe 20 kids, and they're sitting on the side and they're not eating those cookies because they know there is egg in it. So I think we should not force on the kids. Personal opinion, like don't think that he's going to be a sadhu in next 2 years. Don't worry, just let him be. Certainly tell him about Krishna, talk about Bhagavad Gita, uh, let them say small prayers like Narsimha prayer, other prayers. Why not? Let them do everything. Push them a little bit. If they are not willing to do, no, push, because that's your duty. This is why you are mom and dad. Otherwise, there is no business between you and your kid. You are their parents and you know what is right for them. And then leave it to Krishna. But as I said earlier, when we are sincere, Krishna helps 100%. There is no way, no parent would say that, "Ore, I did everything and my kid at 14 was smoking." No, then there is something issue in you. You have done something wrong. Have you applied on yourself? Because Mataji, it's very easy to say to kids, but then when you do, kids will think, "Are you are doing it. You're telling us to stop playing video game, but you do, then you can't stop them to do that, right?" So it's I'm not trying to teach any parent, but things come with time, Mataji. Things come with time. With time we get new things. Even this interview today, I'm so new in Krishna consciousness, my ideas might change in a few years, but with the time, with the devotees, with the mercy of Guru Maharaj, I'm learning a little bit, whatever I can, right?
Very nice, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for your time. So, what do you wish to say to Bhakti Sangha viewers, Prabhuji, now?
Bhakti Sangha viewers,
Yeah,
I would say,
I think we have so many fans for you.
sorry, Mataji.
So many fans for you.
No, I have no fans, Mataji. No, I no suggestions, Mataji, for actually no suggestions for no one. Whatever I said completely out of my heart. Did not wanted to suggest anyone, because I don't think I have the capacity to suggest anyone. But I would say whoever is watching Bhakti Sangha, keep watching it. Krishna Katha is amazing. Try to contemplate it in the life. That is the only thing. Whatever we listen is very important, because everything starts from Shravanam. But then try to contemplate a little bit of it, right? We can try to, when we chant, we can be very serious. We can try to listen, and then we should try to think, what Krishna has done for us. We should try to cry sometime. What I have done and what Krishna has helped me during all these years, I didn't deserve even. Bhakti Sangha is a beautiful platform. It's Krishna Katha every day. Every day Krishna Katha. No charge, no subscription fee is there. You come in on Zoom and you join and you ask questions about your life of bhakti, and you have a good morning time, and then you can have your day. And there is japa sessions too, so somebody can have japa sessions. As I said earlier, my kids used to join the classes, so that is very important. So Bhakti Sangha, no suggestions, but yes, keep doing it, keep joining, please. I humbly request, please join Bhakti Sangha, because what happens is, more devotees are there, more we are encouraged to, honestly speaking, because devotees actually is the most important part who are participating. Let's say I have to give a class, but let's say I fall ill, and then Shamaguri Mataji will call right away some else speaker. Are, please come. There is a speaker who is ill. Or Preeti Vilasini Mataji will jump in. She's such a good speaker. Or somebody else will jump in. So you see, speaker does not count much, but the audience does count. Because let's say some speaker is giving class and there is only 2 listeners. How enthusiastic he can be, right? He'll be like, he will still speak because he's a Krishna lover. But how beautiful it is to have more devotees, more questions, answers, more hand raised, more realization. Like whenever Sanatan Dharma Prabhu give classes, he's like, always type in chat, what do you learn? Type in chat, what do you think? Type in chat, this, that. And then there's like chat full of it, 50, 60, 70. And then we learn also from that chat, because we are not perfect. We think, my answer was greed. Somebody answer was, yeah, that I can relate to that, So association gives you so much. I was in a class of Preeti Vilasini Mataji. And then in the question answer session, there was this Mataji. Her realization were like out of the world. I was like, wow, I was amazed. So, you know, you learn from those devotees too. So I would just humbly request everyone, please be joining Bhakti Sangha, or for the sake Bhakti Sangha, yes, because that's my family, but anywhere you go, you should join. You know, if there is, let's say, there is a book reading in your temple or your small congregation, you know, you join book reading. Even if you don't read Baba, who cares? Even if you listen one good line from that whole 1 hour or 30 minutes of book reading, perfect. That's perfect. That's good enough. One line. We don't need to be becoming, you know, crazy that we want to have everything in like a super fast time. No, it does not mean anything. It's just bhakti is easy process, not a tension process. Bhakti is very easy process. Take names of Krishna, uh, read Srila Prabhupada books, try to serve, and that's it. Very easy going bhakti.
Very well. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for giving such a very nice wind-up message. So, and also thank you for your valuable time and association for coming on the call and giving us this very nice interview. I would like to pay my obeisances to you. Vancha kalpa tripasya kripa sindhu pevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His Grace Balabhadra Prabhuji ki jai. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you so much for watching this Bhakti Sangha newsletter interview. So we will meet on the next interview. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Please bless me, Mataji, so I can do my bhajan and be more steady in bhakti like you are. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.